Morning, everyone. We have a lot going on today, and we gotta get started. I don't know that this is all going to be in one video. We've got hay to cut. We've got a piece to put on our grain bin so that we can get grain out of it easier than the way we used last year. I mean, all kinds of stuff. I don't even know where else to list, but there's a lot of things that are going on. We've got spraying to do, and we do have a little bit of brush hogging to do after we've sprayed and let everything kind of burn down a little bit. So let's get straight into it. All the fluids checked out, make sure we are good to go. We got snacks, we got camera equipment, we got drone, drinks. Let's see. We're ready to cut hay and show you guys how we do it. So like you saw earlier on the channel, we did not even cut our own field. We didn't rake it, we didn't even bale it. Some pretty amazing neighbors helped us out because I had to go somewhere. Really appreciative of that. We've been helping them the last few days. You've kind of seen some of the headaches we've had with some breakdowns. I mean, that combine's 50 years old, so it's to be expected. But we are ready to cut hay now, and we'll see. Maybe Gage will even drive. What's the first thing we got to do? You know? What's the first thing we should do before we start a tractor? Or any other engine for that matter.
Check the oil.
Good idea. Let's check our oil here real quick. Oh yeah, we're full. Beautiful. All right, let's see here. We got... we're full. Can you see that sight glass? So you got two of them. See that bottom one? And then you get the top one. The top one is full. Like, if it's up there, just leave it. If it's on the bottom one, like say most of the way up on that bottom one, it'll be okay, but depending on what we're going to do. But realistically, it should always be on that top one. So if it's low, we need to top it off. And we do leak hydraulic fluid from, I think it's this bottom coupler. So if we're already moving, how do we shift? Like if I want to shift from first to second, how do I shift? Press on the clutch. Do I have to? Not to go from first. Once we're already moving, the power shift. So, kind of like an automatic transmission, but with a manual valve body. Oh no! So if you look real closely, right there, that's the turtle. I just set that on top of the mower because Gage knocked it off.
You did that.
What?
You were the one driving.
You were watching it. Were you not?
You were driving and you weren't watching it.
I was watching it, but not as hard as you. Now, there's a nut that's on top of there that holds that spline shaft and that spline hub onto the bearing set, and that nut loosened up on us. So we're going to tighten it down and put it back together and get going again. We got really lucky, but we didn't tear something else up. So as you may or may not be able to see, there's a nut down in there. No, I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not. Anyways, there's a nut down in there. We gotta take this turtle off, and that nut should be tightened on here in order to hold that to that gear set. Oh, Allis just had too much power. The turtle has left the chat. So Why do you like our tractor better?
It breaks down Deere's.
It's a fair observation. It did break that John Deere, didn't it? Oh yeah. We're not gonna be cold anymore. So while we're out and about, these guys are here. They're spray foaming the shop. I had to move everything around. You're gonna see it in another video, but it is coming. Got tools and a driver. On, see what happens. Get away. Not 100% sure you guys are going to be able to see this or not. But up here you can see there's different types of grasses. The really tall one that's darker green at the bottom and a really lighter brown at the top is reed canary grass. It grows in very wet locations. So what we're about to see is how soft it is, because I already turned four-wheel drive on. I'd like to cut as much of it as I can. Needless to say, I don't want to get stuck either. Second round. I'm sure I'm going to get questions in the video about it, because somebody's going to look and notice that we're not running at PTO speed. No, we generally don't. This tractor makes more than enough horsepower, and the torque that it makes will overcome whatever abrasion, such as cutting, that we have going on. If our ground speed was too fast and we needed to increase that blade speed because of that, then it would be different, and yes, we would run higher RPMs. But when you run higher RPMs in the same gear, your ground speed increases as well as your blade speed. So it doesn't necessarily help you out in the ways that you would necessarily hope for. I should have started that recording a little sooner, but this would be the prime example. So I'm in much thicker grass right now, and even though I'm certain that the tractor could power through it, I did downshift. And I raised the RPMs to PTO speed because I want that blade speed compared to ground speed to be higher than what it was before. It looks like it cut fine when we came through the first time, but still don't want to be dragging through it. coming to an end, and I think this video is probably going to end here as well. Mainly because the next field is one that this will be the first time we've ever cut it. This is the first time that we know of it ever being cut for hay. We did a lot of cleaning on it. It's right there behind Chrissy Palms. So we'll see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed that drone footage and the montage, the engine noise, all the beauties of farming. So thanks for watching. Have a blessed week, and we'll see you next time.